WISCANSINFEST was an absolute freaking movie. Like, oh my freaking god. WISCANSINFEST was a freaking movie. I'm gonna tell you guys about exactly what happened to it, because I went to the event and I was there from beginning to the end, and it was as epic as I thought it was gonna be. It was as epic as I thought it was gonna be. It was worth every single freaking penny that was spent. I got to do a cool Splash Fizz integration commercial. And then what was the other part? I got to see a whole bunch of dope artists. Very dope, very amazing artists. And then if that wasn't the icing on the cake, I got to meet by far one of the most coolest people ever in history right now. Who was cool in history then, now, and forever will be. Absolutely freaking insane from start to finish. I got to take some really dope pictures. And I got to meet some dope people too. But these was the pictures that I got to take when I was there. So the coolest parts, in a sense, I got to meet old small balls. That was the first thing. And then on top of me and him, I also got to meet Keeks. For those that don't know, Keeks is a Twitch streamer as well, and on top of that, really dope individual. She more so likely has a tendency to do like puzzle games and game simulator games and a different variety. So do get a chance. Excuse me. Make sure you get a chance to go see her, to go follow her when she's live. So old small balls, and then Keeks, and then on top of that, I got to meet none other than Brew and the Crew. Yeah. Brew and the Crew is one of the main guys that's if you ever on T-Pain stream and hey, and he says, "Brew's here, everybody," and someone says, "Sup?" That's that guy. Really dope individual too. He also streams on Twitch as well, so if you do get a chance, please give him a follow as well too. And on top of that, I also got to grab some pictures with some of the artists as well. Like my man here, 414 Big Frank. Yeah, 414 Big Frank. Dope individual. Got his songs like Backpack, E-Way, Living Single. Actually, my personal favorite here is a song when he did a really dope mixture of Barney. Yeah, one song called Barney out that's really just flat out fun to listen to. I'm not gonna kid. It's great if you about to hit the club and everything. About to hit the club, definitely go listen to that. And if anything, if you happen to be on IG, do give him a follow. His at is 414 Big Frank underscore again, and it's spelled exactly like so you can see it. I put it up there. Then this was clutch, because at this point I was at the after party, and for those who don't know, this is Nando STL. Nando STL is one of the many artists that is under the Nappy Boy Entertainment label, and by far one of the coolest dudes too. amazing songs he got. Amazing songs that he got. He has one song that I actually love. It's excellent to get hype in the locker room. If you about to go to the gyms, called On Everything. It's featuring Nelly. And one of my personal favorite songs is called Yoda. Is You're the Ape. Is Nando STL with T-Pain and Youngcash as well. Smooth record, very smooth record, and it got a nice fiery end to it, which is clutch. Then on top of that, another awesome song, Tinted Windows, and Testimony. First song on his new album, Year of the Ape, and that's a perfect song. When that song is just perfect to listen to. Like that's the type of song you count your blessings on. That's that song. But if anything, he's if I remember correctly, he's on Twitch, Nando STL _ if I remember correctly. And on top of that, you can also find him on all social media platforms as Nando STL, which definitely is gonna be clutch. Let's see. Next pick. Another double smokes at the after party. Caught him before he was about to head out and go to sleep. I caught the main man, the president, founder, owner of Cheddarville, none other than Big Gouda the GOAT, Big Cheese. Goodness gracious, Big Cheese has been on Twitch for years. He's a Twitch ambassador, and on top of that, has been making music. Excellent editor, streamer, creator, influencer, all around just an awesome individual to be around, hang around, just watch him do what he do. Like he's one of those guys you love to see him do what he do and how he do what he do, and hope that he gets to do what he loves to do for a long period of time. And on top of that, Big Cheese is on Twitch as well at Big Cheese, and on all social media platforms as at Big Cheese. Everything Big Cheese. Man, like this night was definitely epic. This night was definitely epic, and I forget what's the next pick. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in the VIP area, upstairs inside the rave, and just happened to look to my right and happened to see him, and none other than youngcash. Mr. What's up in the hood? Youngcash is actually actually for those who don't know, long time friend of T-Pain, and on top of that, one also a Nappy Boy entertainment artist as well, and on top of that has his own label, if I'm not mistaken, called The Win. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that's what it is. But if I'm not mistaken, that he got some really dope and amazing songs. One song, Twerk or Die, and then on top of that, Get Ratchet is my personal favorite. Get Ratchet is my personal favorite, and another song that he did called Lean on Me that he did with T-Pain and Trina. And then on top of that, Blues Brothers. For those who might not know, it's a lot of good music under his belt. And on top of that, he was on a recent track of Yoda, Year of the Ape with Nando STL and T-Pain as well. So for those of you do get a chance, excuse me, give him a follow on IG. His at is youngcash. Fantastic. What is the next pick? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kingston. Here's the thing. I found out Kingston DJs and is really dope and amazing at it. Excellent dude. He was cool as heck when I met him too. The crazy part about it was I could not, for some odd reason, get my body to act right correctly for a picture, but this was the best one I got for that time period. And hilariously, I was supposed to be getting up out of there ASAP because that was pretty much the end of it after I had met. Well, I'll say that one for the final pick. He's on IG at Shelovekingston. If I remember correctly, that's exactly how it should be. Shelovekingston. Next pick. Ah, yes, mamapain. Mamapain, she was awesome as heck to me. Her, mamapain remind me of my mom. That's the crazy part. I don't know. I might have to check my lineage on that. I'm just kidding. I don't know for that certain. But mamapain's on IG as well at mamapain. So if you guys want to go give her a follow, show us love. Go and yeah, it was very, very amazing to meet her too. It was just really cool mom. Really cool mom. Oh my gosh. And then PanPan. I tell you this crazy part. Actually getting PanPan. This was right, if I remember correctly, this was right before I ended up able to catch a pick with Kingston, which was really awesome. So for those that don't know, PanPan is actually T-Pain's wife, and she's on IG. She's on IG as well. You can go ahead and give her a follow at PanPan 2211. So once again, PanPan 2211. It was so amazing. Really cool. It's just hate the fact that it was cold as heck in that in that upstairs part. But that's what's cancer for you. No kidding. All right. I believe this is all the full cake. This next part is, but I believe is the full entire cake and icing with all the cherries on top. Absolutely. The crazy part about this moment is that this was the second time I actually got to actually be able to speak to him just for a tad bit, because the way they had the meet and greet set up for him, it was pretty much a quick, fast her scenario. The person that was over the meet and greet made sure to take the pictures, and he took a bunch. I'm not gonna kid. And I'm very glad that he did, because those definitely came in handy. So basically, Mike, shout out to him. Because all those pics that he took at the time period actually helped, because man, I did not know what the heck I was trying to do. I was trying to figure out what the heck my stance is gonna look like and everything, and this, that, and the third. But I ain't have all the time to figure that out. But let me tell you a part that really had me flipped out. So this is what happened. I'm sitting in my assigned seat, of course. Because for those of you at the rave, they had assigned seats and assigned boxes, and then there was a VIP general area. So they had me in a reserve assigned seated box, and where I was sitting at, 2 boxes to my left, it was T-Pain, his wife, PanPan, and then I believe Kingston was there, and it was a few other people. And in the box right next to me, at the time period, didn't know it, was mamapain and Keeks and Brew and the Crew, and a few other people. So at this point in time, right now, during the WISCANSINFEST, Lil Scrappy was on stage, and he was going in. Lil Scrappy was doing his absolute thing. I looked over to my left. And I saw him. At the point in time, he didn't see me. But I forget which song he was doing at the point in time. But after that song had ended, I looked to my left, and then T-Pain had looked in my direction, and the next words I heard was, "Josh, hey, what's up, Josh?" And my face is like, "What?" Completely done. Cause I was like, wait, what? He know my name and face. And then if that didn't add the icing on the cake to it, he turns to PanPan like, "PanPan, look, baby, it's Josh." And they both is waving, and I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, no, what? I'm sitting here trying so hard not to geek out. And then what makes things even more interesting, more crazy. Yo, dude, what makes things even more crazy is this. So Lil Scrappy goes off stage. T-Pain, PanPan gets up, and I get up. We end up meeting each other in the walkway, and kid you not, he was like, "Josh, dog, what the fuck is up, man?" And gave that dude I ain't seen you in forever type hug, that rock left to right hug and handshake scenario. I completely, my head pretty much was gone after that. Cause I said, bruh, I can leave this event right now. But nope, I can't, because if I did, this pick wouldn't have happened in the beginning. Then he had thanked me for coming to the event. I was just like, I told him straight up, I had to come. It wasn't no way I could miss it. I'm like, dude, it's practically right down the street. I'd be stupid as heck to miss this right now. Like, sheesh. I made it very much so an important scenario that I did one thing I never did. I took the day off. I took the whole day off. I was not playing. Cause from what I knew, I didn't know if he was gonna be on stage at 5. I didn't know he was gonna be on stage at 11. I didn't know if he was gonna be at the stage at the beginning, the middle, or end. But I tell you what, I said, I'm here for the whole event. I wanted to be there for the whole entire event, from the beginning to the middle to the end, and it was clutch from the beginning to the middle to the end. Everything, even the after party was fire. I mean, it was windy, of course. There's a little bit of rain here and there, but it's Wisconsin, you know. What you gonna do? And boy, what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something else in particular. I just remember the part I forgot. Not only was I stoked about the fact that he knew me by face and knew me by name. Not only did I get to see all these artists and things about that nature, not only did I end up to the after party and meet the greet, got to take one final shot with him and everything. He now has my custom hoodie. I don't think they heard me. I'm gonna say it loud for the people in the back. He has my custom. I made the hoodie about a month ago when I was listening to him, and he was like, and I remember the point of origin when he was like, I wear an XL. I was like, clutch. And I started creating a hoodie. And I remember I went on Rush Ortiz to actually do it. So Rush Ortiz made the hoodie for me, and one thing I like about it, they put in HD digital. So for instance, when I made my shirt, which low key, this is a rough draft of how it's actually supposed to look, because first of all, the logo sizing was actually inaccurate. So that's the first thing. And second thing, this is actually not where the heck this QR code is supposed to be at. But nonetheless, it's great. It's good to wear for the time being. But on the hoodie, I made sure everything was properly set in stone. And then it was about last week or so when it finally got here, and I kept it in the package just in case. Until the day of an event. Oh yeah, they gave us a bag. All right, bag. Got the bag. So for the people that was at Ultra VIP, we actually ended up with this. So they gave us one of these bags, and in it, we got this. This was really clutch. This right here was really clutch to wear. And it helped out too, because it let security know, like, hey, I got all my credentials. So that way, didn't have to worry about that too much. And on top of that, it still got the dates on where they finna hit, where the next invasion is at. So, Detroit is up next. And then right after Detroit, Michigan, he's heading to Chicago, Illinois. Then 3 days later after that, then Denver, then Washington, D.C., then New York, then Boston, then Atlanta. Man. Dog, that's gonna be clutch. Man, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I really hope y'all got y'all tickets for where that invasion is set at. Cause I tell you right now, this one of the ones you don't want to miss. And aside from that, hold on. Oh, they gave us one of the flyers too. Dawg, this is clutch. Hell yeah, I'm finna put this right on my wall. What else did I end up getting? Oh, is this? Hey! Oh yeah! Oh hell yes! Hell yes! Absolutely hell yes! Hell to the yeah! Man, you see this? Oh my gosh! Yep, I'm wearing this tomorrow. I believe that's everything that that had to do with until the event itself. But at least for me on my end, like actually getting me Keeks brewing the crew, Oldsmobile balls, meeting Big Cheese finally for the first time for sure. And then meeting PanPan, meeting Kingston, seeing mamapain, and then finally actually meeting T-Pain and find out he know me by face and name, and give him my hoodie, dude. And it keeps playing back. It keeps playing back in my head like a movie that you could always go back and watch like 10 times in a row. And the crazy part is I'm hoping somebody recorded it so that way I can watch it later for myself. Dude, I cannot wait till freaking next year. But in all, man, it was nice to actually be able to be at this event and actually meet a good chunk of the people from the Nappy Boy family. I know on the standing scenarios they'll find me when they're ready, but I honestly do hope one day I end up getting that call.